Even in early childhood, we were told to eat well and to stay physically active in order to be healthy and in good shape. And while gaining a few pounds here and there isn't a big deal, sometimes the extra weight can be harmful to our bodies and health in the long run. With this list, let's take a look at the 10 most overweight people in the world. Before we jump in, don't forget to leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and comment "extremely overweight" to be entered in this month's $100 Amazon gift card giveaway. Good luck! Now let's get started with Number 10. Donna Simpson. You've heard of people wanting to break world records for a multitude of things. From the tallest person on earth to the longest fingernails, the possibilities are endless. So, inspired by being extraordinary, Donna Simpson decided to take matters into her own hands and break the world record for the world's heaviest woman. Weighing at her maximum of 630 pounds, or 290 kilograms, Donna wished to break the record by measuring a staggering 1,000 pounds, or 450 kilograms. She documented weight gain and progress on her YouTube channel and social media. She opened up how she often goes to fat fetish websites, where thousands watched as she devoured food. According to Donna, she spent around $2,500 each month on food and would eat up to 12,000 calories on a daily basis. Unfortunately, Simpson could not break the world record for the heaviest woman, but she managed to hold another Guinness World Record title. In 2007, with the help of 30 doctors and medical staff, Donna gave birth to her daughter when she weighed 530 pounds, or 241 kilograms, and became the world's heaviest woman to give birth. At least she broke one heavy record. Number 9. Paul Jonathan Mason. One man that was once one of the world's heaviest men before his gastric bypass surgery is Paul Jonathan Mason. The UK native weighed at a shocking 980 pounds, or 444 kilograms at his peak. But after his successful 2010 surgery, dropped more than half of his heavy weight. Mason blames childhood trauma and emotional disability for his love and dependence on food. He saw snacks and meals as an escape from reality, and by his early 30s, he became bedbound by his massive size. But being just 275 pounds did not last long, because 9 years later, after his gastric bypass, Paul doubled in size once again. After his 2019 breakup with his longtime girlfriend went sour, Paul started to binge on food and went up to weigh 500 pounds, or 220 kilograms. The former 900-pound man has since returned to his home in England and hopes that the environment change will aid in his weight loss and getting his life back on the right track. Number 8. Katrina Rai Furth. Speaking of successful gastric bypass surgeries, we must mention Katrina Rai Furth. She was once named the world's heaviest woman, weighing 955 pounds, or 433 kilograms at her prime. But Katrina has never been a stranger to extra weight and heavy size. Even as a teenager, the American weighed nearly 500 pounds, or 230 kilograms, and was even sent to a psychiatric facility in order to receive the proper treatment she desperately desired. But after she finally was eligible to receive gastric bypass surgery, that's when her life turned around. The 2005 surgery was deemed successful after Katrina lost about 300 pounds, or 140 kilograms. Rai Furth recalls the tipping point in her life when she knew something had to be changed in her everyday life, or else she would end up dead. In 2003, after suffering from heavy breathing problems, Katrina called for medical help. But due to her massive size at the time, she had to be bulldozed out of her home. This event left a mark and eventually led her to lose nearly 400 pounds. Now, years later, Katrina is much lighter and even on Tinder. She is looking for her soulmate and hopes she meets the right person soon. Number 7. Andre Nost. Andre Nost was once named Australia's fattest man, reaching a massive size of 1,025 pounds, or 468 kilograms. The food dependence started in early childhood. Andre recalls weighing a shocking 110 pounds, or 50 kilograms, when he was 5 years old. He remembers being obsessed with food for as long as he remembers, calling food his emotional support. But after Andre broke his house couch and peaked in weight, he was highly advised to undergo bypass surgery, as he would end up dead in just a few years. He broke a record and became the heaviest patient to ever undergo dramatic weight loss surgery, and just after a few months, Andre shed a big chunk of his size. As of 2020, he weighs 780 pounds, 350 kilograms, but hopes to drop down to his goal weight of 230 pounds, or 118 kilograms. If you'd like to follow his weight loss journey, he has a page on Facebook dedicated to his everyday lifestyle and eating habits, where he documents his progress and weight loss. Number 6. Kenneth Brumley. Often called the half-ton dad, Kenneth Brumley was once considered to be one of the heaviest people in history. The father of 4 weighed 1,033 pounds, or 468 kilograms at his heaviest, and was bedridden for 15 years before his turning point. His dramatic size and proportions were featured in a documentary called Body Shock, where Kenneth opened up about his day-to-day eating habits. Consuming nearly 30,000 calories of food every day, the dad of 4 was in desperate need of gastric bypass surgery. The surgery was such a success, Brumley dropped a shopping 165 pounds, or 75 kilograms in just 40 days. But he was never this big as a kid. He often played sports and would be active during his school days. But after he moved to California at 19, he stopped participating in his hobbies and eventually ended up being one of the heaviest people in the world. Number 5. Mayra Rosales. Mayra Rosales was another overweight woman who had a nickname dedicated to her large size. Known as the half-ton killer, the Texan native was once 1,035 pounds, or 470 kilograms in weight. But how did she end up with the killer nickname, you ask? Well, let's take a trip down to memory lane and revisit her 2008 incident. One night, her 2-year-old nephew started to have breathing difficulties and was soon rushed to the hospital, where doctors discovered severe head injuries as well. The boy later died, and the primary suspect in his murder was Mayra Rosales. The 1,000-pound woman was accused of killing her nephew by rolling on him, but her name was eventually cleared of the crime. Now, more than a decade later, after numerous TV appearances, Mayra has revealed she lost nearly 800 pounds and still continues her weight loss journey. Number 4. Michael Franco. One man that was sadly killed by his own weight and state of mind was the Staten Island native, Michael Franco. Weighing his best of 1,120 pounds, or 560 kilograms, Michael was told from early on that he had to drop an impressive amount in order to live a few more years. Franco has been dealing with weight gain issues from the early 1980s, and things got so bad he even attempted suicide, saying his wife deserved a better man by her side. But in the 1990s, the weight loss journey began, and he was even helped by the Hollywood star and exercise coach Richard Simmons. His transformation was so remarkable, he was recorded in the Guinness Book of World Records as the highest recorded weight loss in 1990. He rose to fame from his TV program appearances on The Oprah Winfrey Show, The Howard Stern Show, and even in the British chat show Wogan. But as his 15 minutes of fame went by, so did his diet and fitness plan. Years later, he regained most of his weight, and by 1997 was 999 pounds, or 453 kilograms. Michael Franco died in 2013, weighing around 600 pounds, or 270 kilograms. Number 3. Juan Pedro Franco. Juan Pedro Franco was considered to be one of the heaviest people in history, but with years of hard dedication and work, he managed to turn his life around. At 1,300 pounds, or 590 kilograms, 35-year-old Juan was approaching an inevitable death, one burger at a time. Bedridden in his own size, there was only so much Juan could do. So after years and decades of battling this enormous weight, he finally underwent bypass surgery and eventually lost half his weight. Being named the fattest man by Guinness World Records in 2017 was the turning point for Franco, and as of 2020, after 10 years of not being able to leave his bed, Juan can finally walk. Number 2. Khalid bin Mohsen Shari. At just 20, Khalid bin Mohsen Shari weighed a jaw-dropping 1,345 pounds, or 610 kilograms. The Saudi Arabian native was recorded to be the heaviest living person on Earth and came in just second as the heaviest recorded man in history. Imagine being just 22 years old and being named the heaviest person on Earth. Must have been really tough. Khalid was in such a bad condition health-wise that King Abdullah actually ordered the young man to undergo treatment. His lungs and heart were in critical condition and would soon lead to death if proper measures weren't taken. The bedridden man hadn't left his home in 3 years and needed the equipage of several firefighters and doctors to transfer him from city to city. After successful surgeries and years of struggle, Khalid has already lost an impressive 700 pounds, or 320 kilograms. Doctors called him the Smiling Man, as his spirits were never down, and he remained hopeful of his recovery and weight loss journey. Number 1. John Brower Manaka. The heaviest man ever to be recorded was John Brower Manaka. Born in 1941 in Bainbridge Island, the American man peaked a size that is still unmatched decades later. Weighing a whopping 1,400 pounds, or 635 kilograms, John was truly the heaviest person on Earth and in history. Ever since his late childhood and early adulthood, John had suffered from binge eating and was soon declared obese by numerous doctors. But apart from food-related weight gain, Manaka also suffered from congestive heart failure, which resulted in fluid accumulation. The record breaker had to be taken to a hospital for proper care, but needed a total amount of 13 people just to roll him over in his bed. After years of treatment and diet, John managed to drop over 450 pounds, or 200 kilograms. But as most diets go, he regained some of the weight in just a few years. John Brower Manaka died on September 10th in 1983, weighing more than 800 pounds, or 365 kilograms, and to this day remains the heaviest man to be ever recorded in history. And with that, we end today's video. Were you shocked to find out just how much these record breakers weighed? Leave us your thoughts down in the comments below. Don't forget to share our video and turn on your post notifications so you never miss a video from Star 5. Until next time,